Hey guys, welcome back to the Friday Vlog, where we discuss activity that goes on here with the BuzWeaver channel. That includes things like current events, headlines that are in the news, pop culture, social media, technology, and items of interest like shorts and community posts here on the channel. I'm kind of expanding it a little bit. And I want to thank all of you guys across social media, especially there on YouTube, as we continue to cover these particular topics. You guys on Rumble have been amazing, and I really want to thank all you guys there, as well as here on YouTube. It's been really well, and not too bad on BitChute either. It's been a very interesting interaction so far in 2024, but I do want to thank all you guys for your continued support.
We start things off from none other than CNN. CNN's inaugural road to 270 shows Trump in a position to win the White House. Now, of course, we're seeing all these projections, we're seeing all these metrics, we're seeing all these overwhelming support for Donald Trump, but I also am a bit cautious as much as I am optimistic and happy about it. But at the same time, as we do here on the BuzWeaver channel, we try to take the difficult, we try to take the complicated, the confusion, the tumult, and we try to break it down into very simple terms. We know, for example, of course, that the Establishment Uni-party wants to remain in power. And, of course, they use the MSN, which is the extension of the Democrat Party. That would be the mainstream media for those who may be coming here for the first time. Welcome. So we take a look at this map here, and it's showing that Trump is doing quite well. Now, of course, remember, these are just projections. So CNN's inaugural road to 270 electoral map shows President Joe Biden struggling to recreate his electoral college majority from his successful 2020 run, and former President Donald Trump with enough states solidly in his corner or leaning in this direction to put him in a position to win the presidency again. So I am cautiously optimistic about this. I don't think that the information here is inaccurate. However, what the media likes to do, and the establishment, is they use fear to motivate their base. And so what better way to motivate their base and put fear into many of these individuals than to suggest that Donald Trump is on his way to winning. Now, as I said, I think this information is correct and accurate, but as many people point out, as we're doing here, as I'm doing here, it's a dog whistle for all of the establishment left ilk to gear up, get ready, get busy, get out there, get your ground game going. Now, it's going to be a different ground game because there's no COVID going around this time this year, or there's no COVID for them to leverage and or mail-in ballot style voting to leverage. Now, mail-in ballots will probably be still there because it's very easy for the left to canvass in cities where there's mostly more Democrats than conservatives. So it's easier for them to go to, say, like an apartment building, say like in New York with, 1,000 tenants and whatever, and they have 5 or 6 or 8 or 10 of them, and, get permission, of course. And they can cover a lot of ground versus, say, someone driving, a conservative out driving in the suburbs or out in rural areas. It's just much more difficult to reach those people versus them doing a ground game. Of course, if you go over to, I go to Instagram. These are posts from Truth Social showing the lead that Donald Trump has. And, whether it's Arizona, whether it's here in Georgia, Georgia's in play. Georgia is going to was a state that they were really hoping they could manipulate yet again and influence. So the state here in Georgia. But the service members that just recently died, the soldiers that just died, are from here in Georgia. So that's going to create yet another point of interest here in the southern state. Because Southerners are always considered to be very military oriented when it comes to support of the military and so forth. So that's going to stick in some people's minds in South Georgia. Then we have Michigan, and we have Nevada, and then North Carolina and Pennsylvania and Wisconsin. And it's astounding to think that here you have Joe Biden, who has the entire Establishment Uni-party behind him, the media, Hollywood, sports, entertainment, everybody, like with Taylor Swift and the Swifties, all these people are behind Joe Biden, and yet Donald Trump is blowing Biden away. This is historic because, people are saying we could see another Ronald Reagan landslide, and based upon these projections, that's a possibility. But like I say, I am cautiously optimistic because the left and the establishment have not dumped all their salvos. Now, as we can see here from Real Clear Politics, the aggregate 55.2% of people disapprove of Joe Biden, where only 41.3% approve. And here's the thing, you know, like I said, he's got the entirety of the Establishment Uni-party behind him. And Joe Biden is at a 55.2 disapproval. And you can see from some of the top polling here, you know, Economic YouGov, Daily, Rasmussen, CNN, Emerson, Yahoo, all of these different polls just showing a massive lead. And the aggregate is 13.9, the spread. It's absolutely extraordinary. Or he's down, or yeah, showing Biden at a negative 13.9 spread. Absolutely historic. I mean, Trump didn't see any of these kind of numbers in 2016 or in 2020. I mean, what the numbers he's producing right now is just, the best way for me to describe it is historic, as repetitive as that sounds. So you guys will have to let me know down in the comments what your particular thoughts are, because I'm sure everyone listening to this video has to buy groceries, has to try to provide for yourselves and your family, having to pay bills, having to pay expenses to take care of your apartment, your condo, your home, your trailer, wherever you live. You know the expenses are there, and the bills continue to go up. Just going to the grocery store to buy just a few little groceries, a few little miscellaneous items can be 30, 40, 60 bucks. It's absolutely extraordinary. So you guys will have to let me know down in the comments what sort of impact you've experienced, what your thoughts are on Trump having such a massive lead and the projections here from CNN being a dog whistle. I just find it absolutely extraordinary. I wanted to bring this to you guys because the more, as we say here, the more Trump wins, the more desperate they're going to become. And Nikki Haley isn't even in Nevada. She is in South Carolina right now. Trump should dominate in Nevada right now. You can see they show it as pink versus entirely red. They're showing Georgia as red, North Carolina as red, Michigan pink, I should say, as pink. It's absolutely extraordinary. And then Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, you know, who knows what could happen. There's kind of a neutral situation there. But, you know, they're going to be pushing hard. But, of course, you know, you have the Electoral College versus popular vote. And, of course, we use Electoral College here in the United States, not popular vote. But if the projections are showing what they're showing, it is a possibility, a probability, I should say, a probability of Trump even winning the popular vote. And if Donald Trump wins the popular vote, not only are they going to be upset that he won, but if he gets the popular vote, oh, it's going to be absolutely bedlam. Absolute bedlam going on around here. Oh, boy, I can't even begin to imagine. Anyway, guys, that's what I had for you this Friday.
All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this Friday vlog. Thank you for the likes, the shares, and the comments. Below this video, you can find the various social media links that I belong to. By all means, make sure you're following me there. As well as if you order frequently from Amazon or are a Prime member, you can use my landing page links down below to place your orders, watch your streams. It does help out the channel immensely, believe it or not. So I do appreciate those who participate using those links, as well as TrustZone, my favorite VPN. I just recently added them. I've been with VPN for quite some time, but I thought I would include it in there as well for you guys if you're interested in a good, reliable VPN. But guys, thank you so much for all of your continued support across social media, across all the platforms. And here on YouTube, of course, that would be the channel icon appearing there on the screen. You guys can click on that to subscribe, as well as to select notifications. That way you know when there's content here on the channel. And I'll see all you guys behind the Galaxy phone camera next week.